All right, so it's 2021 and the metaverse is already getting crazy. Somebody recently paid $450K to be Snoop Dogg's virtual neighbor. Wild times. What do you think about this?
2022, by the way.
Tragic. I'm still trying to get used to the.
Yeah. Everybody will. The metaverse. First of all, we just need to realize what the metaverse is. It's video games and software companies. It's actually been around for a while. It's a rebranding of it. Web 3.0 is a bit different to me. Metaverse, they kind of like trying to loop it in there. Mm-hmm. But Metaverse, people had those, the VR glasses like 4 years ago.
Right.
I don't think it did as well as they wanted it to. And then
they rebranded
they rebranding.
Oh, no, it's a Metaverse.
Hey, I mean, if it's working for them.
It's working, though.
Yeah. But you're buying advertising space in video games, which video games have been having eyeballs on them. You know, the video game industry has been growing, it has been growing steadily since 2017 and before then. For the celebrities that are buying space and companies that are buying space in there now, I think they're overpaying a bit right now. But it'll, even if they're overpaying right now, I think it'll catch up at least within a year or two. Mm-hmm. So you might overpay right now for your NFTs or your metaverse land. Just be sure, like when you're looking at these, if you're an artist and saying like, what does this have to do with me? And Snoop Dogg's buying here, and I see all these different musicians and celebrities buying all this. What does it mean for me? It just means that if you look at new opportunities, like if you do better research than other people, if you take more action than other people, you can land yourself in a position that other more well-known companies and people get onto later.
Right.
So coin launches and new ideas happen all the time. You just have to know which platforms to look at them on. So we mentioned Rally a lot. Coin launches happen on Rally. It is not nearly where it could be, a year or two from now. So if you're early on there and you're like holding your positions, you're getting into creators who are doing cool stuff and you're going to hold your position. The thinking is you should be, better off within a couple of years.
Right.
Obviously, not financial advice, but these are just our opinions. The thinking here, why somebody would pay this much to be Snoop Dogg's neighbor, is that eventually there's going to be eyeballs and people using this platform more and more, and the ad space that you're paying for is going to, pay off a lot. Other than that, if people don't use the video game, I'm calling them video games because that's kind of what they are. If they don't use this video game, then your money is going to be wasted. So there's all these different NFT games coming out now where like if you play the game, then you do get to own an NFT or like you unlock these NFTs. And I've had people like ask me questions about, what about this one? What about that one? And what I always come back to is, are people going to play this game? Like, is it a fun game? Do you find yourself going back to the game and playing it? If you don't, then I really don't care who's buying there now, unless you're trying to flip something. I would stay away from it. So if you don't use it yourself, if it's not more fun than the other games, if it's not like what's the competitive advantage of this different platform? Because a lot of people can throw up NFT marketplaces, or the games are a bit harder to make than the NFT marketplaces, but a lot of people can throw them up, and you have to know, like, just like you play your Call of Duty or Madden or whatever, like, are people gonna stick with this one versus the other one?
Right.
So that's what I'd have to say about buying NFTs or metaverse land or coins, tokens. Pretty much any of them. Are people going to use this?
Yeah.
Rather than is it just like a store of value right now?
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that.
Yes, sir. Makes sense.